Why did you choose to teach PBL?
Well, I came about teaching in a roundabout way. I actually come from the business world, and when the position became open and Mr. Holmgren was talking to me about it, I got really excited just to see how entrepreneurial it truly was. I felt like my personal education didn't really prepare me for the work environment on a daily basis, and I felt like the more I was described the PBL process and then later got to experience it, I feel like it really does mimic what it's like creating in the real world.
How do you feel project-based learning has prepared you for your future?
With project-based learning, you know how to organize things, you become more confident with presenting to people, approaching people, and it really helps with social interaction. More kids that come into the program are more reserved. They don't really like talking to people, but with New Tech and the project-based learning, it really did open a lot of people up to more friendships, and I feel like it all became like a big family of like friendships when we got here.
They reach a really strong level of camaraderie or family, like they are together, and I think that when you feel that safe with a group of people, it does allow you to learn. It just kind of creates a different environment.
One thing I like about New Tech is that we get to work with real-life business partners out in our community. For example, right now we are doing a project where we're working with Fernwood to create stuff that will tell about information like the green roof and the education center at Fernwood. I'm making a pamphlet with my group.
And my group is creating an outdoor sign that will be displayed in front of the education center so that people can get a better understanding of the green roof and the bees when looking up at the roof.
Hello, I'm Audrey Dixon and I'm a senior at New Tech.
I'm Ethan Chambliss and I'm a junior at New Tech, and today we're going to be talking to you about what the New Tech kind of process is. So we start off in New Tech with an entry doc or an entry event, and when you get this entry event or doc, what it really is telling you is here's the problem. Now you have to try and think about it and think of ways to solve it. So it really introduces what our project is going to be about, and it talks about what the content will be, and you'll be learning the same content as your traditional peers. However, when you're learning it, you're going to be applying it rather than just learning it.
Okay, so after your entry docs and entry events, you'll break off into your groups. While you do stuff in your groups, you're also working together and working separately to learn the content to develop the project and presentation. Your project and presentation are with your group, and your goal is to solve an issue that you were presented with.
So your presentation really shows off what you learned. So your goal is to make sure that your facilitators and your business partners who you'll be working with throughout the project really know that this is what I've learned and this is how I think it can be used in our modern day.
Some of these projects that you do are actually used in our community. They have real outcomes and they are used in real life.
The advice I would give is just to step in and find out. I think that no matter what, the skills that you're going to learn in New Tech is that's the end game, right? No matter who you work for, you're going to be doing similar things. You're going to be working in teams, you're going to be working with people. Anything we can teach you in a semester content-wise, you can find on a YouTube video, right? So you can learn a lot of different things. The things that you can't learn off a YouTube video are those social skills or those intangibles, work ethic, pushing yourself. Those are the things that New Tech is really going to give you repetitions in. And I feel like a lot of people, they'll get through their education, that understand the content, but then they get into that setting and then they have to build those skills. Whereas this is you're still learning the same content, but you're doing it in a way where you're getting those repetitions so that when the time comes for you to be in those settings, you're going to be better prepared to work with other people, stick to your strengths, being able to utilize other people's strengths, being able to problem solve, being able to lead. All those things are just intangible skills that it takes time to develop, and the only way to develop it is to be in these situations with group work.
One thing I like about New Tech is the presenting. We do a lot of presentations here, and it just helps me build up my confidence and makes me feel more outgoing.
So one of the really cool things about PBL is that it gives students and learners an opportunity to work with real-world professionals.
I would have to say that the communication and collaboration were the most beneficial skills that I got from the PBL learning, being able to talk to others and have more confidence in what I'm saying.
I think it taught me how to just work with different kinds of people and how to use our different skills together to create, the best, whatever we were working on, project or whatever. And I think that's definitely helped me in my adult life and as I kind of went into the real world and my work environment.
My interpersonal skills, communication, my ability to collaborate was just way ahead of other students that I had classes with who went through traditional high school education. At the end of the day, any company you go into, inside of their job description, it's going to say a team player of some kind. And project-based learning gives you that experience, gives you that opportunity to work within a group.
Back, all the project-based learning that we did in terms of just every single class, I want to say my hardest classes and some of the most like make it or break it classes in college, they were all project-based. And you had to present at the end of the semester. And it's very, very similar. And I mean, it got me out of my comfort zone in high school so that when I got to college, I was ready for it. And I mean, I had plenty of classmates who were not ready for it. They were sweating through their suit jacket.